Hello and welcome to this Friday's coffee vlog. It's the 3rd of July already, and this week it's been a scorcher in the UK. Not that I've seen any of it because I've been stuck in the warehouse, but I've heard rumours it's been hot. In fact, it got mildly warm in the warehouse, which is unusual for that. But there you are. So it's Friday night, heading home. It appears all the sun that was out earlier on today has disappeared. Just perfect timing for me to head home and enjoy the weekend. I'm not really sure what the weekend weather's going to hold either. I don't know if we're supposed to get any rain again. I don't know if anyone caught on Wednesday. There was some sort of electrical storms on the Wednesday night, and we didn't get it in Bradford, but here in Halifax there was massive giant hailstones fell. And when I say massive, I'll link to the article in the Halifax Courier, but they were like that sort of size balls of ice. Apparently dented cars and smashed. There was one lady who works in our office, a next door neighbour had got one of these glass topped garden tables with the safety glass presumably, but that was smashed to smithereens by these great big ice balls. So you know, pretty hefty things. So anyway, we had those electrical storms, and then we had some rain last night, but otherwise it's been lovely, sunny, very hot. For the UK it's been hot anyway, and of course everyone complains then in the UK, you know, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too snowy, it's too wet, it's too windy. It's never actually right for us. Yeah, it's been alright. I think everyone's been enjoying themselves. The family at home have had the paddling pools out and things with the neighbours, so that's all been good. It's been a busy old week on the tech front. Windows seem to have released about 8 different builds of Windows 10. It's not quite that many, but there seems to have been quite a few new builds being distributed. Obviously, we're getting close now to Windows 10's release date, which should be the end of July. We're aiming for, I believe. They're looking at. I think it's the 28th of July. So they're going to be keen to make sure they've got it all polished by then. I was very pleased to see that this week, as the builds came out, someone listened to me and fixed that sort of start menu bug I was having problems with. So yeah, now when you click the start button, the power off button and also the all apps fly out button appear above it, as you'd expect, as long as with your tiled view. So you don't have to go all the way to the top to click that other menu button, which has now been regressed to just show what seems to be frequently used items, and I think there might be settings is in there as well as some other things. So the one at the top now just really does that, and then you do sort of start button, there's the power shut down, power off, or whatever, restart button, and then also the fly out for all other apps. So that is that's a big improvement to what it was. Also, it's just sort of getting a lot more rounded, all the UIs coming together more now as well, so it's looking nicer and seems to be integrating a little bit better with all the apps working. So on the whole, yeah, Windows 10 looking good for the end of the month. As to whether anyone will upgrade, well, it's a free upgrade, so not really any reason to. I'm pretty sure anyone who's suffering Windows 8 will be the first ones to dive on an upgrade, because yeah, it's not the greatest experience when I tried that before. Windows 7, I think I would do if you've got the opportunity. I wouldn't stick with Windows 7. It's a free upgrade from 7 to 8, to 10 even. So yeah, I'd go for it, because it's an improvement even on 7, and I got 7 I stuck with because 8 was like a downgrade from 7, because it was too confusing. But 10, yeah, I do like 10 actually. But you probably want to keep hold of your Windows 7 disk just in case you find anything's doesn't work, because still the Sage accounts won't work. So I'm still going to be running a Windows 7 build just to use the accounts program. Marvellous. So, other exciting things this week is Apple released 8.4 to the general public with Beats One Radio streaming, their new radio service, and also the Apple Music facility. Now, I'm sadly yet to, well, I could try it on the Mac, but I can't try it on my phone at the moment because I'm on iOS 9, and we're the developers on iOS 9 are sadly not good enough to receive the Apple Music update or the updated music app. So we've actually got to wait until probably next Monday or Tuesday, when the next beta comes out of iOS 9, to receive the updated music app with the Apple Music facility. So once that comes out, I'll probably start my 3-month trial to see what that's like. I already use Match, which I use most of the time in the car when I'm driving, as of course not when I'm talking to the camera, but all the other times I'm driving about I use iTunes Match for all my library. Not entirely sure I quite understand what Apple Music is going to give me above that. I mean, I know it's going to give me more music and different music, and it's going to be, I don't get this, how it's going to be free music. I can listen to all the new music that's out without buying it. I mean, obviously you could listen to all the new music that's out by listening to Radio 1 or something, but the thing is, with Apple Music, it's all there, and you can choose to listen to it when you want. You know, on the radio, you have the radio on, and you have to wait until something comes on. Oh, I like that song. You're gonna have to wait for it. And my theory is, with Apple Music, I'm going to be able to just look up a song, a new one that I like, and listen to it straight away. The only problem I see with that is I always listen to the music in the car when I'm driving, as I said, and that's going to present a bit of a problem with Apple Music if you can only just hunt out individual tracks. I mean, I ideally want to, you know, have a play of a number of new songs or particular genres, latest songs, whatever else. And if it's going to make me individually hunt down tracks and select them, there's not going to be a great deal of benefit there for me personally driving. Now, I may use it at home, and in fact dragged the iPad 2 kicking and screaming off iOS 7.1.1, which I'd retained it on, just because I had this kind of feeling that if I put iOS 8 on it with all the new features, it'd probably slow it down being an iPad 2. But they've been constantly bemoaning at home because the missus uses it like a main computer, because it's about as much as she can handle computer-wise to go into Safari and use Facebook and then some of the games. But she's been bemoaning about it sort of freezing and lagging up a lot. So I thought, you know, I'll update it as well, and maybe the offset of the newer software might make it run a bit smoother. And the theory is, even if it doesn't, I think iOS 9 should actually improve the performance. So in that case, an update to that as well. But of course, they can now access iTunes, Apple Radio, Beats One Radio, and also the Apple Match stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if they make use of it. And like I say, they'll probably get more usage because they can just sit and sort of look through new music and things and play that. So probably the eldest son would be more entertained by that because he's kind of into his music. Not that he gets to listen to it too much. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how all that pans out. And obviously, sort of the week before, 2 weeks ago, we had the iOS 8.3 jailbreak released, which has been long awaited, and it finally came out. And everyone was kind of like, well, why have they done it before 8.4? Oh, it must be patched in 8.4, and they've seen it in the developer previews of 8.4, and that's why they've released it now rather than waiting until 8.4 came out. So that the exploits used couldn't be patched again. So they did that, and lo and behold, 8.4 comes out, and within a few hours of it being out, and I think it was hours, the jailbreak was released for that, but I think by a different jailbreak firm, outfit or whatever. And then there's been all sorts of drama about one lot's nicked their exploits from the others. You know, you're hacking into the security of Apple's iOS software, and then there's no honour amongst thieves in that you're all between each other complaining that one lot's nicked the exploits from the other lot, and blah blah blah. It's all a bit bizarre, isn't it, really? So fortunately I'm a bit all out of that because I'm on the iOS 9 beta, and yeah, so I might be looking at jailbreaking some of the iPads at some point. Right, going in the shop, so I'll be back in a few moments. And I'm back. So maybe jailbreaking iPads in the future. Give it a bit of go and see what's happening, because I've been missing out on that for some time. So also looking forward to the betas next week, the next release, mainly for the watchOS 2 beta. I'd quite like to get another one on that. Not that I've been having such a big problem with it, I just don't really get what's going on with it at the moment, because the watch has just been a little bit random. Like Monday, I had ridiculously good battery life out of it. I think I had 55% left when I put it on charge, some 15 hours of usage after. And then Tuesday, I got like 12 hours of usage, and it went just 12 hours. So I was like, well, what happened there? So I've been taking it off from charge in the morning, turning it off, putting it back on charge and letting it boot back up again. And the last few mornings, it's kind of said it's nearly, well, it's at 100% when I take it off charge. Reboot it and put it back on charge, check it, it's at 93%. I was like, something going wrong there. So it's not working out the battery amounts somewhere along the line, so it's stopping it charging before it's actually fully charged itself up, and then leaving it to do that last bit for another half hour before putting it on. And yesterday it did fairly well. It certainly lasted for me until something, cracky, I think I had a couple % left, but it was like nearly 20 hours worth of usage. So here's all the kids gone there. Can't trust them at all, they just wander out behind you. So yeah, then today done the same thing, and it seemed, or it seems to have been going great. So look now, no, I don't want movement, don't want temperature. 69% at the moment, so nearly 70% after 11 hours of usage. It's not bad going, really. So it's a bit of a mystery. I don't know why I had some really bad days. Presuming just buggy software, you're going to get some memory leaks or whatever else, or something's just running constantly, the processor, and draining it that way. So next beta, hopefully a bit better. I'd like to see some updated apps as well. You know, start getting use of the sort of one watch apps, but of course I suppose developers aren't going to be releasing those for a while. Right, I shall I'll catch you on the next one.